Speaking of holding, I got to tell you, this is something crazy, okay? I have been involved in some deals, okay? Under the table, underground market that my man Reed knows nothing about, and you guys know nothing about.
Are you on the black market?
We're getting there.
Oh, gosh. Hey, ready? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get it now.
Dude.
I don't know the rap part of that song. But, God, I'm so excited. You know why?
Why is that?
Because episode number 12 of Chronicology is live. We're rolling. And I have a proposition for you. I think that Freddie Freeman is not going to be in Atlanta next year.
I hope not.
You hope not.
I hope you're not right.
Yeah, there you go.
He's an Atlanta boy. He ain't going nowhere.
I think that he's going to the Angels.
No.
With Ohtani and Mike Trout.
God, they'd win, though.
They'd win everything. How about Ohtani? Can we talk about him for a second? What a freak.
MVP.
How do you go and you hit 40-plus home runs and you throw 99 miles per hour?
And then have the best baseball player of all time on your team.
Mike Trout?
Best hitter of all time.
I agree.
And not make it to the playoffs.
I agree.
But hadn't he been hurt?
Yeah. He's really wussed out this year.
I think Mike Trout is top 3 baseball players of all time, if not number 1.
You think so?
He's up there.
I think that the number 1 baseball player of all time, drum roll please, Babe Ruth.
You think so?
I think that if you can drink that much and smoke that much.
Here's the take.
And do that.
Babe
you're
Ruth.
The greatest.
Jackie Robinson. All the old greats that we all know would not be as good today in the game today.
No chance.
That's like the whole argument with Michael and LeBron. It's just different. Like Michael Phelps. Talk about Michael Phelps. This recent Olympics, what was it, in Tokyo? Where was it? It was Tokyo.
The last one?
Yeah, the most recent one. It was in Tokyo, and it was insane that so in the 4x100 butterfly, or whatever it is that Michael was so good at, 8 people are swimming, okay? The dude that got last in the heat still beat Michael's record.
Did he?
Is that not crazy?
That is terrible.
So you are sitting here and telling me that people aren't evolving, that games aren't changing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I can definitively tell you that Babe Ruth would not be the baseball player he was back in the day today.
That's a fair statement. So my family went to a cheer competition for my cousin.
That's fun.
She's in 7th grade, just to be sure. She's in 7th grade, and my family, my mom, my grandmother, and my brother's wife went to the cheer competition to watch her, support her, right?
Okay.
And I should have been there, but I wasn't. No big deal.
Good supporter, right?
Yeah, I know. From a distance, I was supporting. And at the competition, my family, after it's over, comes back and tells me that the girls in middle school have evolved so much to when my mom was last in high school.
Right.
And how much better the middle school girls are than my mom's high school cheer team was back in the day. Because the girls are getting so much better. Athletes in general.
I disagree.
You don't think so? I think every sport, the athletes are getting better.
See, I disagree because I think it's different on like a professional scale, like MLB, even college basketball, college level stuff. The competition's getting stiffer. High school, though, I look at the high schoolers now from when I was in high school. They're getting smaller.
Are you sure about that, though?
They're getting slower. God, it sure looks like it. But it could be that I'm so much bigger, stronger, faster than I was.
I think you're right to a certain extent, but I think that it depends.
Yeah, I think it depends.
The area.
Because the school I went to, basketball was my sport, obviously. And when I was playing, there was way more competition. We were better. But now it's like we would have won region,
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I have to give a shout-out, too.
Go ahead.
I have to give a shout-out to our grounds boss, Clay Pruitt. And to spin off of this shout-out, I want to ask you, what is the easiest position in football? Because we talked about this in the past. What's the hardest? But the easiest, shout out to Clay's stepson, Brock. He's the holder.
Yeah.
By far the easiest position in all of football. I'm not hating on you, Brock. I support you, but
just call him out. Fan of the show too.
Fan of the show, represent, but it's the easiest
show.
position in football.
Yeah, I could see that. Speaking of holding, I got to tell you, this is something crazy, okay? I have been involved in some deals, okay? Under the table, underground market that my man Reed knows nothing about, and you guys know nothing about.
Are you on the black market?
We're getting there.
Oh, gosh.
So this is crazy.
You should have opened with this before the podcast.
This is crazy. I found out kids these days. So fidgets are a big thing right now. Fidget spinners, poppers, snakes, I don't know, slinkies, stuff that you can just do, get your mind away. They're popular now.
Why?
I don't know. I guess everybody and their brother has ADHD nowadays.
On the black market, they're popular?
No, this is just...
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
So these kids have all these fidgets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found out that they deal with one another. So let's say little baby Reed over there has a good, nice, colorful slinky, okay? And I have a poppet that I want to give you, and I want that slinky. So this is how they do it. They propose a trade. Hey, I would like that slinky. You can have my poppet. Whether or not you think that's a good deal, you say deal, or the term they use is, I think, just more. They just say more. So you have to add more into the deal for the trade. It's crazy. It's like a real thing.
So what are they adding in that's considered more?
So I have a fidget spinner and a pop thing, and you have a slinky, and I want that slinky. So I'm proposing the pop thing, and you're like, you say more.
Yes.
And I throw the fidget spinner in there.
And then they throw like a cut-off finger.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how weird the black market is.
And you're like, if it's a good deal, you're like, deal, and you give me the slinky.
Okay, but I think
But we're talking first, second, third graders, Reed, already dealing under the table. They teach them early nowadays.
Well, haven't we all done that, though? Haven't we all been doing under-the-table deals ever since the beginning of time?
I know,
if you
but
think about it.
But I ain't trading fidgets.
Well, I know from my childhood, one time my brother really pissed me off. So what I did was he was tossing me soft toss. He was giving me some pitches right down the middle for me to crush. And he takes this ball and he looks at me and he's about to toss it to me. And as he's tossing it, expecting me to hit it, my whole thought is, I'm about to drill you. So I take the bat. Keep in mind, I'm like 4 years old. And I take this bat and I throw the metal bat, the old gray TPX bats that were really, really stiff. Okay. And I threw it, hit him square in the mouth. And I did not feel bad about it. At 4 years old, I do now. He's got a fake tooth. When he smiles, this one right here is fake.
So that's you. That was you.
That was me.
You did that to him.
And I drilled him. And ever since then, our friendship has been phenomenal.
But you don't feel bad at all.
I do now. But when I was 4,
see,
I
have a similar story. We're playing laser tag in my basement. And it had the vests, you had the guns, and you like shoot them, whatever. I hit Nathan, who's my younger brother, if you didn't know. I hit Nathan. He got pissed. He throws this laser gun, hits me square in the eye, black eye. First and only black eye I've ever had in my life. Boy, I was so mad. But I'm a nice person, so I didn't kill him. Speaking of a house, speaking of the household, what kind of exotic animal are you holding inside of your house?
Well, there was a woman in New York that was holding a real-life cougar in her home.
Cougar?
A cougar.
And we're not talking a 60-year-old woman going for young bucks.
I mean, it is New York City, so to be fair, you never know what happens downtown.
This is true.
Because isn't New York City the city that never sleeps?
Yes.
Okay. They never sleep up there, so no telling what's going on.
I would hate to live in New York City where you couldn't sleep.
Oh, it's awful. Would you ever live in New York City?
God, no. There's so many people.
I would if I had the chance. But what animal I'm picking, exotic, I'm going giraffe. Like, I have to have high ceilings.
That is true.
But if I don't have high ceilings, I'm going monkey.
Monkey.
They're just so interesting to me, and how intelligent they are really fascinates me.
Okay.
What about you?
You know, I asked this question as if I had an answer at the time.
Right.
So the more I think about it, I want a koala in my house.
Why are they so sweet looking?
They just, I mean, I have seen videos of like koalas literally just like sleeping in a shoulder.
But are they actually sweet?
Oh, they got to be.
They're a wild animal.
Yeah, but so was a dog. I can tell you one animal that I'm not having in the house.
What?
And that's any big cat. Any big cat.
Or a parrot.
Okay, that's just
Have
annoying.
you seen the videos of the parrots that harass people? Like, yeah, I get it. Humans harass other humans, but they really get after it. And can we talk about for a second how stupid people are? It's really bothering me when I go out and I see how dumb someone is. And when I say dumb, I'm not saying they're not smart with books, meaning book smart, but I'm referring to the people street smart.
They don't belong to the streets.
Right. So my question to you is, I think all of us deep down are a tad bit stupid.
Right.
So what is the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life?
One time, back in the day, when I was a young, stupid buck, I went to the lake with my buddies. 2 buddies. They both had jet skis. So they were like, why don't we go tubing? So, of course, the guy without the jet ski was like, sure, I'll go tubing. So I get on a tube. I'm going. They flip me out. My buddy was on a jet ski that had the water stream that shot up. So I was like, dude, I can't see when we're going. So I asked if he had any goggles. You know, logical question.
Right.
So he had some in like his jet ski compartment. He throws them back to me, and I put them on. And we're flying. So as we're going, he turns really hard and flips me out. And turns out these were really old goggles and were glass. And so they shatter on my face. Thankfully my eyes were closed. Shatter on my face, and I black out. And I float to the top of the water, they said. And then I woke up, and I was like in a daze. I couldn't see anything. So I looked at my buddy, and they were freaking out.
Cuts all over your face.
I mean, I was soaking in blood. I have a picture. Let me show you.
Yeah, show the people of the world.
I got to find it.
Anyway, while we wait for that, the dumbest thing I have ever done is when I was younger, I decided that it would be a good idea to help my mom sand the stairs.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So when someone tells you to sand the stairs, you think, okay. And for most people, 95% of all people, you're going to understand what they're asking. So what I did was I got in the car because I just turned 16. Got in the car, bought a bag of sand, came back to my house, and put legit sand on the stairs. And my mom, she walks down the stairs on the sand, about slips. She's like, what have you done? I meant literally sand the stairs. Mom, to this day, you have yet to let it go. My family has yet to let it go. Everyone that knows me brings it up. So now everyone watching the show, the loyal fans, know how stupid I really am.
I don't blame them one bit for holding that over your head, because never in my life have I heard of a stupider story.
That is the dumbest thing anyone's ever done.
You're telling me she said, let's sand the stairs, and you got bags of sand.
Like, my butt went out the door and was like, hey, can I get some sand? And he was like, for what? And I was like, I'm about to sand the stairs. And Buddy was like, what?
I bet.
And of course, you know, he gladly grabbed the sand and made a purchase. And he stole my money that day because he was not open about how stupid I was.
That is hilarious.
But I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all. I would have done the same thing.
Like,
I would have said, come back when you find out that you don't actually need this sand. So here's the picture. Me.
Oh my gosh. Show the people.
Viewer discretion advised. If you're weird about blood, skip 5 seconds.
Zoom in. Goodness gracious.
If you don't,
I mean, how could you hurt such a beautiful face like that, bro?
look at that. I have a scar.
You're lucky you have one.
I know. This is where the scar is, right there.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can I see it?
It's right there.
Don't ever wink at me like that. Most people nowadays like blood.
Oh, I know. Speaking of blood, I looked like I belong in a scary movie right there.
If you could be any serial killer in any horror movie, which one would you be? Now, keep in mind, we understand that this question is a sideways question. It defies the laws.
We're not actually trying to kill people.
The society. We aren't serial killers. But which one would you be?
Probably Jason. Because I wouldn't have to talk to anybody. You ever heard Jason talk?
No, but have you seen his face in the movies?
Yeah, he's pretty ugly.
Pretty ugly.
But so is Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger is terrifying.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, I think we all can admit right now, since it's Halloween season, spooky season, Freddy Krueger is the scariest serial killer of all time.
Is he the ones from the Elm Street stuff?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen one.
Never?
I don't think so.
I think you should watch the one from 2012, I think is when they made it, 2013. Terrifying.
Okay.
Terrifying.
So who are you going to be?
So, guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but some people have seen me geek out in my life, and I haven't geeked out for about a year and a half. But today, as of today, I geeked out for the first time in a year and a half in front of John. He saw it firsthand.
It was cute.
John informed me that Scream 5 is arriving in theaters January.
But it's just called Scream.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's not called Scream 5.
Okay, whatever.
The
It's
fifth
Scream
one.
5, though. People know what I'm talking about. Scream. Ghostface is my favorite character in any movie of all time. If I was a serial killer in a horror movie, that's who I'd be.
He would be a good one. I think I might be him.
Like, that is the best character in any movie franchise. You can't argue with it.
I've never seen him.
You've never seen him?
No.
It's all right. We're going to watch them. We're going to watch them. But for people watching this show, they know.
Yeah, I think they know.
I'm so freaking excited. I'm so excited to see Sydney battle Ghostface.
Okay. Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer.
Like
Man,
Offset's song.
I swear I see Pennywise walking around the streets every day. Would you be freaked out?
Yeah, I don't play with clowns, bruh.
I forgot that you aren't a big horror movie guy.
At all.
So you talked about your face got cut up, right?
I did, yeah.
But
I'm
what
basically
is
Leatherface.
what is the worst injury you've ever had in your life?
So that one sucked. But really, it wasn't that bad.
Not really an injury. I mean, it is, but it's not.
So, another moment where I was stupid. I was riding on, it's funny. I have to come clean. So, this story I'm about to tell, I would tell some people I was riding on a dirt bike. But I was riding on a moped. Okay? It's not as cool, but they still go quick.
Can I butt in for a second? Like for a split second? Don't
Yeah.
ever look at the camera and go, "Can I come clean?" Like this is AA. Well, go ahead.
It's AA. I have vagal response.
That's fair. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, look. So I'm driving a moped at my buddy's house. I'm going at least 25 or 30. I'm flying. So up comes a turn, and I start turning. The back wheel slides, hits some little rocks on the asphalt. There goes the moped as I'm going 30. I slide underneath this moped, so it does like this. Moped is right here. I'm on it. Moped slides. I get underneath it, and I slide on this asphalt a good 15, 20 feet. I had on my shoulder right here, along my elbow, and along my calf, the worst road burn I've ever seen. And it sucked, and it hurt so bad. But the worst part is it was during the middle of basketball season.
Oh my gosh.
You can't have an open cut on during basketball season, so they had to put like this wrap on it. But they would put it was like a piece of tape, basically, is what it felt like, and it just stick on your. I had it on 3 different spots, and every single day I'd have to have that sticker on, and every day I'd have to pull it off.
Dude, getting burns on
Sucked.
any piece of your skin is the worst. Showering with the water hitting it,
It sucked. Oh, it was
it's
bad.
so gruesome.
And ripping that sticker off every time.
And it doesn't help it heal,
Right,
honestly, 'cause
exactly.
it starts over the process.
I still have scars on my elbow. Probably can't
I
see
love
it.
scabs. Like, do you enjoy getting scabs? Like, obviously you don't want a scab, but when you get them, does it bother you or no?
That's such a weird question to ask.
I'm just asking, though.
I mean, it definitely bothers me.
Why do people put on a fake persona about themselves when they know that in the end, the truth will always come out? And it really bothers me because I know people that really rip and hate on our podcast, and I know that the person they are in front of their friends is not who they truly are.
You know.
And it's a coward move, and I'm on here, and I'm calling people out because that's what I can do. I'm not saying anybody's names, but I hate that people want to rip and make fun of people for chasing their dreams.
I can tell you're fired up about this. But remember, Scream's coming out January.
Right. Scream is coming out January. But why are people fake? Why do people want to fake it?
It's so funny that your transition was me saying that I didn't like scabs, and you were like, the true person's going to come out. Like, I really don't. Whatever.
I'm sorry that I flip-flop, but like...
You getting fired up, Reed.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, though?
No, I agree. Fake people suck.
Yeah, but...
Grow up.
Like, there's a difference between being fake. Like, this is a form of being fake, but when people sell it, when people wake up every day...
Like, act like a person they're not.
And act like someone that they're not.
Right, look, from chronicology to you. Okay, that was fun to say.
Was it?
From chronicology, I'll just say it like this. Here at Chronicology, we aspire to be the best us. So why don't you guys aspire to be the best you? Like, just do you, bro. Like, it's all it takes.
That's what I don't like about social media. And, it's cliche because literally we're going to upload this to a mass communication site that has everything.
We should start our own.
We should, but it's very difficult to start and surpass something bigger than YouTube or TikTok.
Know how it works.
But like people go on TikTok and they put on this fake persona to get views, whatnot, and like I just feel really sorry for those people.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to last. And
well, all it is insecurity. They're insecure about their real self, so they try and be someone they're not.
You know what's worse than anything? I think that jealousy as a whole
It's a green monster.
The worst thing humanly invented.
After scary movies, jealousy.
It's not humanly invented, but you know what I'm saying.
Scary movies suck, though.
Jealousy and cheating on people. That's the worst.
There's some bad things out there.
And, hey, why is it, another hot take, why is it that when you break up with someone, so, like, I've seen this with my friends in their life where, like, they break up with someone, guy or girl breaks up with, it doesn't matter who breaks up with who. The other person always lies about what happens in that relationship.
You got to get both stories.
It's awful.
Yeah.
People
suck, bro.
There's nothing more damaging than when someone, like, gets dumped and then the other girl or the guy is like, yeah, that person cheated on me, when the person just dumped them because they wanted to go meet up with someone else.
We started this show talking about stupid people, and it sounds like we're going to end this show talking about stupid people.
I'm so pissed off, but it's going to be all right because Scream 5 comes out in January.
We hope you guys enjoyed episode number 12, the freaking dozen of Chronicology. If you did like the video, if you haven't subscribed yet, you definitely should do that. Of course, underneath Reed, there's a thing called a link tree that you click on. You can view our most recent episode. You can go to our channel, which I assume you already would be on, and watching the most recent episode. You can go to our website. You can buy a sticker or a shirt, and show some support to the cause. You can click on the Instagram and follow us on Instagram too to see what we are doing every day. So hope you guys enjoyed. We will see y'all next week for the Baker's Dozen, episode 13.
God bless you all.
And we'll see y'all later. Peace.